welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to review two flashlights at once because they are almost the same. So first will be Convoy L21A with SST40. Here you see all the information. You can pause the screen if you need. And the other flashlight is the same, just with different LED. Both came from Aliexpress, from official Convoy store, and I'll put links to the description where you can order them. So as you saw in the photos, today I'm reviewing two flashlights. They are Convoy both, and both the same model, the L21A. Just one is with SST40 LED and the other is with OSRAM. So first let me show you the box. I already unboxed it, but just so you know, both of them come in a box like this. Here you see only the model of the flashlight, emitter used in it, and the color temperature of the LED. Quality box, I would say, nothing special, just good for transportation. Let's put this aside and let's talk about the flashlights. So as you see, they are both the same. The body shape is the same, just different colors. The L21A with SST40 comes only in black color, and with OSRAM version you can choose from 3 different colors. Also, you can see that tail cap buttons differs. Originally it came with black rubber button, but I ordered flashing one from Simon to find flashlight easily when it's dark. So let's take a closer look at the body. It's all nicely anodized. Not very heavy, but you can feel the weight. It's definitely not a pocket flashlight. But with this weight, it's good for keeping flashlight cool while using the higher modes. So here's the top part. You can see deep fins, which will help to dissipate heat, and the flashlight does not get hot very quickly. Tail cap, everything is anodized. Here you have 2 holes to attach a lanyard. Tail cap button, rubber. This is the original one. You can unscrew the tail cap, and also you can unscrew the body. Those 2 flashlights uses 21700 batteries. Top part is clear, nice threads. In Convoy SST40 you have the spring at the head part, and same with the spring at the tail cap, and this side of the thread is anodized. Also the same spring, I guess the same spring goes with those flashing buttons. Both sides has seal rings to protect the flashlight from water, from dust. and very smooth threads. Never had any issues at all with the build quality. Nice knurling, comfortable to hold in hand, and has a very nice grip. You can use it like this, or you can use it like this. I usually use this when I'm driving and I want to search for something from the window. Here's a nice deep reflector, smooth as it's the thrower. Inside you see SST40 LED, and you can notice the purple fringing. It's from the glass because it has anti-reflective coating, and you will also see this on the beam, but not very noticeable when you shine further. Let's put this aside. Now here almost everything is the same, only the LED is different. It's much smaller, but it has less lumens than the SST40. Tail cap, everything the same. Knurling is the same, but the difference is contact at the head part. You can see there is no spring. There's a cylinder contact, but I didn't notice any problems with it, so it works fine. The battery does not jump if you shake the flashlight. Also the same battery, 21700. Quality is also the same, everything's fine. Just what I did after I received flashlight, I added the grease to the threads because they were not greased enough, in my opinion at least. With this flashlight you can choose from 2 drivers. One is with 4 modes, another is 12 groups. And with this flashlight only 12 groups is possible, no 4 modes. And with 4 modes it's much simpler. Of course, when you choose the groups with this, I'll tell you how to do this later. Almost everything is the same. So tail cap, you press it to turn on the flashlight, and to switch modes you just tap gently. Nothing special. 4 modes. After you reach the maximum mode and press it again, then it will go to the first mode. And to turn it off, you just press the button again. It has memory mode. By default you cannot turn it off. For example, this is the first mode. Second mode, if you turn off the flashlight and turn it again, it will be on the second mode. The different story is with 12 groups, this Southern version. Here you have 12 groups, that means that you have like 12 programmable groups, with each group has different modes. You choose what you need, you program it, and it stays like this. Also in this flashlight with 12 groups you can turn on and turn off the memory mode. So now I'm working with the 10th group with the memory mode on. So here's the maximum. I turn it off, turn it on, it's still in the maximum. If the memory mode would be off, after you go to the maximum, or you go to the middle mode, you turn off the flashlight, and it would start with the first mode in that group. So now about the groups and how to choose them. In manual, it said that you have to press like 10 times the button when the flashlight is on, and then choose to enter the 12 groups mode or memory mode, if you want to turn it off or turn it on. But it's sometimes difficult to count and get those 10 times. So I found out that you can do like this. You just turn on the flashlight, strobe warning, there will be a lot of blinks. So you press the button, press, and the flashlight stops. You release, 1 flash, 2 flashes. Now what that means: first flash, if you press the button after the first flash, you enter the group choosing mode. If you wait for 2 flashes and press the button, you turn off or turn on the memory mode. So now the memory mode is on, turn off, same mode. Let's go to the settings, 1 flash, 2 flashes, I press the button, turn off the flashlight, turn it on, and it's on the first mode. So now the memory mode is off. To turn it on, you do the same thing. Press the button till flashlight stops. 1 flash, 2, press. Memory mode is on. Now how to choose the group. Here on the screen you can see the groups. If you want, you can pause to see what the modes are. Now let's say I want to choose the 5th group, and how you do this. First you tap the button 10 times till flashlight stops blinking. You release the button. After first blink you tap it again. Then you will enter group mode selection, and you have to wait for 5 blinks. First it will blink for 1 time, then 2 times, and so on. So let's see how it looks. Turn on the flashlight, tap the button, stopped, release, 1 blink, press. That was first group, then second group, third group, fourth group, and during 5th blinking you have to tap the button, and it's mode 5. So now let's say I want to go back to my group 10. I tap the button, stopped, release, 1 blink, tap, second mode, 2, 3, third mode, now group 9, and during the 10th blinking I tap the button and I'm back to my mode. So that's it. Simple. After you choose the group, it's almost the same as the 4 modes. So I told you how to operate the flashlights. Now let's see the beam pattern. With SST40 the beam is wide and you can light something at about 200 to 300 meters, and you can clearly see that. With the OSRAM version the beam is much narrower, it's like laser beam, but it outthrows the SST40 version. You'll see that in the nighttime shots later on. And now I want to tell something about the beams. Here are the beams. This is the OSRAM. This is the SST. Here they are almost the same, just the brightness differs. But if I do this the same, you can see the color temperature difference, because with SST40 you can choose color temperature. With the OSRAM it's only one color temperature, and it's much cooler color temperature, so it looks more like neutral white. And with 5K kelvins it looks a bit yellow, but actually this one is the neutral white and this one is the cooler color temperature. Here are the beams. Both lights are on first mode, and I'll not show here the maximum mode because it will be just the white screen. If I try to take the lights back a bit, you can see that the SST40 is a bit wider here, but the farther you go, the bigger the beam will be. On higher modes, you'll notice that there's purple fringe from the anti-reflective coating of the front glass. It's nothing bad, I would say, only if this is seen on closer objects, then you can see it. If you try to reach something further, you won't notice it. And now let's see how both of them compare at night. you liked the nighttime shots. Now let's talk about runtimes. I'll start with the SST40. Here from the graphs you'll see that all 4 modes are fully stabilized. The only turbo mode steps down when temperature gets higher. But if you cool the flashlight, you can use it more than one time. And as it's the thrower, I don't think that you'll need full power for more than 2-3 minutes. So I did the test. Here it is, where you see that I tested the flashlight for 3-4 minutes, and between tests I cooled flashlight in the freezer. So if you use the flashlight in lower temperatures, you can access the maximum output more than once. And from this graph you can see that flashlight will shine brighter but for less time in winter than in summer. In summer you get less output but longer runtimes. Same is with OSRAM. All 4 modes are stabilized, just they are a bit better stabilized than in SST40, at least in my flashlights. Turbo mode is also accessible for more than one time if you cool the flashlight. You'll see it in the next graph. And after that graph you'll see all 4 modes compared from the OSRAM flashlight. Also I made a graph comparing turbo mode of the OSRAM and SST40. Also I did the test of thermals and you can see the step downs from both flashlights. My final thoughts about those flashlights. First of all, I like the shape of the flashlight very much. I like that it has deep fins, and I guess because of that you can easily use them for 5 minutes straight, at least 5 minutes. Even after 10 minutes they are not so hot that you can't hold them. And if you use it outside or in the colder weather, they will actually stay cool for long enough. And now it's winter and I have no problems with heat with those flashlights. And I rarely use them with turbo mode more than 2-3 minutes. Flashlights are very nice. They are not very big, not very heavy, just the right size, I would say, the right price. One thing I didn't like about it, that the button is on the tail cap, and for example if I'm driving and I want to shine the flashlight from the window, I have to hold it like this. I cannot hold it like this because it's very difficult to hold it like this. So I usually hold it like that. All in all, I didn't notice any more drawbacks that would stop you from buying them. And for the price they cost, I would say that they are very, very nice flashlights. From other brands, for flashlight like this, you would pay like at least $100. And in my country, you can't even find flashlights like these, at least for less than 100 euros or dollars. So the price is very nice for me. I don't mind that it goes without battery, without any accessories in the box. Boxes are good. Maybe there could be, for example, some information about it, what modes, what percents, but I think that may be changed in the future. I'll try to talk about this with Simon. I don't think that it would cost a lot to add the information to the box. Of course, most of us will throw the box away. But for example, if you want to make a gift for someone, that would be nice if there would be something more than just the flashlight and the carton box. So what I want to say, thanks guys for watching. I'm just starting, it's a new channel, so likes would be very appreciated. And if you liked the video, if you like what I'm doing, help me to grow up and subscribe to my channel. And see you in the next review. Goodbye and thanks for watching. See you soon.